Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Monday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. Hope each and every one of you are doing great. And I hope you're having a great week, at least beginning of your week. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of all of my videos. So what's up? What's up? What's up? We're back with another live. For those of you who don't know, we speak on prison, we speak on addiction, we speak on life and reality, and whatever you want to talk about during the live, that's what we speak about. James, what's up? Saad, what's up? Dario, what's up? How are all of you? I'm good. But that's what we speak about. I just try to reflect and use my own life experiences to give opinions. If you have questions about loved ones or anything like that, that's what this is for. Rob DeMarco, man, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. Saad, that could be a stressful wait, I've personally never been in a situation where I was on a bail and knew I was going to go in, but man, that definitely would be stressful for sure. I want to know, if I go to jail for a domestic that never happened, would they not like that in general population? It doesn't really matter. To be honest, at this point in time, domestic doesn't matter. That's just keeping it real. Kyle McKenzie, man, what's up? How are you doing? And listen, if you're in the building, go up and hit that like button, man. I know you're still here and you'll hit it when you leave, but it helps the algorithm. Let's push that like button. And I'd appreciate you. So, but I would just say that if you're yourself, bro, and you act accordingly, and you don't rub people the wrong way, then it probably won't matter. I guess if somebody really was looking for a reason to cause issues for you, I guess they could use that as an issue, but if you're moving like a good dude, that's probably not going to happen, Sup, brother? Cheers from Jane and Finch. Shout out to Jane and Finch. Hope all is well with you too. Matt, how do people with dangerous driving get treated once sentenced? If all you have is dangerous driving, unless it's like dangerous driving causing death or something, I would, doesn't matter, I don't think. If you have like a Marco Muzzo situation where you basically take out a whole family, I don't think his situation necessarily would translate across the board. I think the fact that he came from a wealthy family kind of changed what everybody thought about him. And, the guy had basically spent his whole provincial time in PC because they were worried that he would have been extorted or bullied or whatever. But I think that his charges probably would have enabled people to use that as an excuse to do so. At least in provincial anyways. But dangerous driving, not too much. Hey Matt, greetings from Saskatchewan. Shout out to Saskatchewan. Mitch, what's up, my brother? Elaine, what's up? Or Alan. Sorry. Shorty. What's up, Shorty? So, yeah. Listen, there's only a handful of charges that people really care about, Anything involved SA, anything. Grape, SA, S interference, possession of child porn, You know what I mean? Anything like that, um, you're definitely gonna have issues. And then there's like the gray area stuff, which some people may have an issue with, which would be like a major domestic. And I'm not talking about like, you get in a fight with your girl, you smack her, she calls the cops on you. I'm talking about major domestics. And those occur. Guys that are like beating up their women like they're men. They could have an issue. And sometimes, depending on where you are, what kind of people you're surrounded by, some of those pimping charges could get you a problem. So that's about it. You know, maybe brutalizing civilians. You know, um, but I'm good, Mitch. Hugh, what up, man? Shout out to Ottawa. Yeah, even in the coop they get it. Kyle, my bro Will watches all your vids. Can you shout out to him for me? Yeah, Will, shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Monica McLaren, what's what mean? The coop? The coop is PC. That's what that is. Protective custody, you know. And they basically eliminated it in the federal system. It's basically gone. Not really the case in the provincial system. In the provincial system, it still exists because it's a much more dog eat dog world and a much more violent world. Um, so, how do dangerous driving causing death guys get treated? No. Why would a dangerous driving with death guy go to PC? For what? A lot of people are there for things they do to civilians. You know what I mean? So for domestic, when guys ask, why am I here? I should just say a dumb domestic charges, then I should be good. Yeah, I'm not saying you're necessarily going to be good. People are going to love you for it. But, it's rare that you see somebody actually have like a physical beef or altercation over some domestics, They're really, really prevalent. Come on, guys, go up, hit that like. I don't want to sound like a nag, but 18-3. It's not hard, man. You guys are watching the video, like, damn. Help a brother out. But I would say, the real Hex, just be yourself. At the end of the day, just be yourself. There's no need to pretend to be somebody that you're not, or to play a role or a character, And believe me, it sounds crazy, but there's a lot more guys doing that than you would think. Is there any tip for people doing provincial time for dangerous driving death? Yeah, do your time, and you'll be alright. Hugh, thanks for the 20 piece, man. I appreciate that very, very much. What's the scariest prison you've been in and why? I would say KP for the vibes. I was there in transition unit, and some nights, like, you literally have goosebumps and your hair standing up because you feel bad energy rolling around in that place. But aside from that, I would probably say my first time in Millhaven, man. You hear the stories about it. You hear it in the Tragically Hip song. You hear stories while you're doing your bit. And the first 1 or 2 days I got there, I saw a major fight and brawl. So it quickly sets in that you're in a different kind of environment, that shit's real, you're in Mac. So I would say that, but I never really had issues. Tyac, I guess, would have been scary at first. I love my life now, sober over 10 years now, working full time, clean, just weed and bongs. Man, shout out to you. Whatever suits you, whatever's best for you, and whatever allows you to flourish, James, you always smash that like button, man. I appreciate you. Did you ever think this is not so bad? It's nice to see you able to do more live videos lately. What do you mean, did you ever think this is not so bad? Like for time? Oh, fuck. Yeah. But no, at the same time, you know? So you could be in a frame of mind where the time's easy and you're not stressing about it. You're chilling. But at the same time, there's always something missing when you're there. So um, it's always difficult up here. You know, if you have a relationship, you're gonna definitely stress about that. There's just a lot of things that it doesn't really matter where you're doing it. I tell you, a lot of the least stressful time I had was in the Ville, which is a high security joint. You know, lots of violence. But for me, um, some of the best time I ever did. You know, so I just think it just depends on your mindset. And for me, it was pretty much easy anytime because I had gotten cold to the BS. You know, it had become a lifestyle to me, basically. Like I had accepted this as my path. So once you're in that state of mind and you feel more comfortable inside than you do outside, you got a tough road to climb, you know. But you know, the thing is, when you go out and you do certain things that you know could land you there, these are the expectations if you get caught, right? So I never had the mindset of like a complainer or a whiner. I was one of those dudes that you would actually see smiling a lot of the time during my bit. You see me laughing and having a good time seemingly during my bit because it had just been something that I had become accustomed to. Like this was my life, you know, more so than my other life. It had gotten like that. So I had more friends and people that I knew on the inside. I had more, um, people I would say that I like knew, you know. So um, for me, it was a total lifestyle change across the board. Humor in the right way, I feel helped me fit in better when I was in. Yeah, no, for sure. It definitely helps. A funny dude who can make people laugh but isn't looked at as like a corny dude. Um, you'll definitely are going to make some friends, you know? Canadian person. Hey, Matt, just dropping by to say what's up. What's up? How you doing there, Canadian person? Shout out to you. Shout out to Canada. I see so much stuff where people in the U.S. are talking about Canada like living here is like being in a military camp. It's crazy to me. Like, I understand that, the whole, last few years, I don't want to mention anything because I want to be monetized. But, man, Canada is great. The cost of living is a lot, and that sucks. You basically work to live, but I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, man. That's just me, you know. I like the fact that I don't have to go outside and worried about getting blasted by my neighbor over arguing about the snow shoveling. You know what I mean? I like that. I like the peaceful vibes. Yeah, Canada fucking rocks. That's what I'm saying. You know? So, if I lived in the US, I would have done life over. You know? That's a fact. So, the reality is, by being blessed enough to live here, I had many opportunities to change and to make a difference in my life. You know? So, I can't be a hater, you know. I have to understand that I was blessed by this, you know. So, and you know, when people argue online about, yo, my jail's the most gangsta, yo, Canada prisons are soft, it's like, and like you can still get killed anywhere. Like this is life when you're living that life, right? But wouldn't you rather do easy time? Like you want to worry about a booty bandit? I don't know. Yeah, that Tyree Nichols situation is crazy, man. That's crazy. And listen, I've been in circumstances like that, man. Not innocent though, but where they're like smashing you, you know? So that's a crazy situation. You could do a heck of a lot worse than living in Canada, that is for sure. I do not take that for granted. That's a fact. The States is nuts, man. At the end of the day, I would love to visit, and I love a lot of things that come from there, but it's crazy, dog. Yeah, no, those feds, that's some crazy shit. Like that's when they became a gang themselves, you know, and they're not even concerned about like the filming or nothing, you know, body cam footage, and you can clearly see in the guy, like I saw part of it. You can clearly see that he's having a flight response. He's panicking. He's manic, and the fact that they're not trained enough to see that, you know, this is a fear. He's not refusing on purpose. He's scared for his life. He feels like if those cuffs go on him, he's dead. And the fact of the matter is, it's crazy to me, man. Fight or flight, man. I'm on my girl's account. What's up, brother? My name is Joe. Good to meet you. I'm from Ontario too, and done half my life locked away. Did a 5-year sentence to the Bay. Love your video. Sorry, hit the send button before I done my last. Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. And anybody who has really seriously been knocked and had a chance to sit back and think about it, they know, like, it's not right and it's not good. Nobody wants to typically live that way, you know? But the system is like designed to make you accept your fate almost, and like kind of concede the fact that this is what's going to happen to you time and time and time again. And they put all these constraints on you on probation and parole and make you believe that it's impossible. Like they try to convince you that. But then if you just chill and just kind of do your thing, I beat it like this. So, you can't listen to them. You can't listen to their shit. Them trying to convince you that you're a horrible human being. You can't. Your videos are so damn good and real. Stay up, brother. You're blessed now. Yeah, you already know. I am blessed. I could be more blessed. That's a fact. I could struggle a little less. That's a fact. But at the end of the day, I'm here. I have a decent job, you know, considering. And I'm able to take care of myself and my girl. And, you know, maybe it's not the grandest life ever. And I'm working towards making it more grand. But it's my life. And now I can live it free. If you ever want to do a video, I've done a lot of time in Hamilton, Wentworth Detention Center, born and raised in Steel City. Yeah, keep watching, bro. I definitely do. I have a lot of people asking me about Hamilton, and that's like one of the few places that I haven't done. But I know a lot of people from there. So we'll talk. Hi, Matt. I never hit prison, but did time in Whitby, the East, the Don, Mimico, West Detention, and Maplehurst. So I've been everywhere in that list except Whitby. That's a fact. And Mimico, that's a go in Mimico. That's some of the easiest eat time you could do, you know? That's like kicking your feet up, eating some good food. The mystery cook, love your show, Matt. You have not had an easy life and many years in prison and drug addiction, and you still look youthful. I appreciate that. Believe me, I don't feel youthful. We're glad you're doing well, bro. I'm trying, my friend. Do you know any prison consulting company? What? No. I don't even know what that would be. Somebody that will help you, like, you know, like, what's that movie with Will Ferrell? Was it Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart? What is it? Movies jokes. Are SOs allowed to work and do things like book club, etc.? They're not going to work with you. Okay. So they do definitely work with you. Yeah, that's it. Get hard. They definitely fire. They definitely do work with you. But as soon as people find out what they're there for, it's a wrap for them. They either got to go or that's going to happen. Or at least, at the very least, they're going to get smashed. So they because it's integrated now, there's no protective custody anymore. They try to not allow people to get their paperwork. They make a huge issue of that now. And they try to just kind of slide them into the population and give them these fake backstories so they can lie to you, you know? But you always find out. You always find out. Like, yeah, like getting in prison and getting out soon. Yeah, that's what I think it means. Yeah, like get hard. But the serious version. Eddie, man, what's up? Do any females work in Canadian Max Security as guards? Yes. It won't be many. And they're probably not going to be doing like rounds. But yeah, in all of our prisons, that's a fact. There's something different about your videos, Matt. You have a lot of real life lessons for people interested in staying alive, prison or not. Never doubt your value as a person. Yeah, I don't. You know? I definitely think I have a lot of experiences that I could share, so a lot of other people don't go through them. And I also think that there's a lot of people that suffer in silence, you know, experiencing a lot of the same things that I've experienced and don't necessarily want to tell everybody about it or talk about it or necessarily aren't able to. And I think a lot of those people can relate to my videos as well, you know. Not everybody does want to come out and say that they've been assaulted, right, or been a victim. A lot of people might think that it makes them look weak or tainted. But I look at it like, if I can help anybody with my story, then why not, you know? What have I got to lose at the end of the day? So true with that last statement by you. It's hard to talk about some things. It is. And for some people, almost impossible. Say you are over 50. Do you go to a special section for old people? Nah. You'll go to an old man block in federal. That's a fact, you know. They'll probably put you around like 40 and up, you know. But that doesn't mean you won't have some young dudes on your block and there won't be drama on your block, you know. A lot of the time you have those old dude blocks and then you have hideout dudes that go onto those blocks. Like say you have a bunch of integrated check-ins. They'll put them on block like that where they're not as worried about physical violence. And those guys will manipulate and take advantage of the older dudes. You know what I mean? Yeah, 40 is definitely old. It's a young man's game, my friend. You know, it definitely is. Yeah, it's mixed for sure, but it's definitely a young man's game, you know. The older dudes ain't saying a whole lot. You know, you have exceptions, right? You have the big dogs, a lot of which are older dudes, but a lot of the dudes that are actually running around putting in work, it's young guys. Yeah, you see old timers fight for sure. That's a fact. Yeah, actually, okay, so when I was in the Ville, there's 1A. No, not 1A, 1B. 1B is the old timer range, but it also has a bunch of hideouts and weirdos and guys with mental health problems. Guys that can't really be in the rest of the population, but they're not technically check-ins. They just got issues. And there was this dude they called the Giant because he was so big. He was like, 7 foot tall, whatever, but fucked mentally, like totally out of his fucking mind, walking around like a space cadet. Anyways, there's this old man lifer on his block. Dude's probably like 80 years old, and they got into it one day, and the giant attacked the old man, kicked him in his back, and he fell to the ground. And apparently the old man was like, "You hit like my bitch," and like totally kept calling him until he just got smashed by this big dude. And that happens sometimes, but typically no. Like most stuff is younger guys. You know, most stuff is younger guys. It's not a whole lot of older guys running around smashing. Ooh, there was the old guys that fought in Fembrook. They smashed each other with bocce balls. That was funny. It was like on a long weekend, and on the long weekends they do all kind of events. Like who can throw the ball the farthest. Football through the tire. Stupid stuff like that for prizes. Bocce ball, horseshoes, all these kind of things. In bocce ball, funny enough, these guys start scrapping, and we're in the baseball diamond and we're watching, and all of a sudden they both pick up bocce balls and start smoking each other with the bocce balls. There's blood everywhere, and these are both probably 50-year-old heavy set goofs, basically, loons, weirdos, but they were prepared to fight. They weren't scared to fight, so it was pretty hilarious. Do provincials? Yeah, provincial still has PC. That's a fact. Prison sounds like absolute hell and just about the worst place on earth. Maybe level 1 might be sort of okay, but max on. Nah, there's worse. Believe me, there's worse. Would it be looked down on to? Yeah, it would be looked down on, but guys will still do it. The question was, would it be looked down to extort like an old man, like a 70-year-old? I mean, I guess, but guys will still do it. Guys are shady inside, man. You gotta be on point, or you'll get hustled out of your sneakers. The gaming primate, man, thank you very much. I appreciate that. One last time, if you're in the building, go up top, hit that like button, help the algorithm, man. And when you're done this, go blaze a big head before you go to bed. You know what I mean? I'm on like 5 more minutes, guys. So, any last questions? Like 2018 May. And then I went to treatment for 6 months. What's the creepiest? I'd say the creepiest would be KP for sure. The only way to reach me directly is through IG, and I'm on there like once or twice a year, to be honest. I hate social media, but I'm actually going to be on there soon, so I know I keep saying that, but it's a fact. Do I dream? Yeah, I dream. Sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, I definitely had fun, but I was in treatment. And I had fun even in treatment, but it was hard work. So, what if you're 18 in prison, scrawny? What advice would you give? Be yourself. Unless being yourself is thinking you're the toughest dude in the whole world, be reasonable. No, I haven't, Felix. Never out of Ontario. Everyone prepare for a mother effing frigid week and possibly, yeah, it's supposed to snow a lot of wet weather. It's gonna smash us. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I never had to. I always did everything in Ontario. I have homeboys that have been all across the country. I know about a lot of different places, but no, I'm happy to say that I never got to the point where I was being shipped across the province or the country. Minus 21 Ottawa. Damn. What do you do if you get punked off? There's only one thing you can do. You have to stand up for yourself. There's no choice. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta go eat dinner. You guys already know I love y'all. Thank you for coming to the live. I appreciate it. You guys already know, man. I'll have another one, sometime this week, maybe early next week. But we do it regularly, so you already know. But I love y'all. Before you get out of here, you know what you gotta do. Subscribe to the channel, man. Prison addiction life. That's what we speak about. That's it. Love y'all. The new Matt Clark.